So we want to talk to you about your new role in the series, It's Not Like That. And we just have a few questions for you. Mainly, what drew you to this project and what excited you the most about taking on this role?
That's easy. The writing. The writing was it was just beautifully written. These creators are so talented and so collaborative. And yeah, just the complexities and the nuances in this role was something I've never done before. It was a
Mhm.
challenge, the challenge I've been asking for. It was very challenging at times, and very real and honest and grounded. And it just made my work it made the days really easy for me to kind of just dive in. Yeah, it was a dream job.
Well, that's interesting that you say that because that was one of my next questions. I mean, obviously, we've seen you in Manifest, Jessica Jones, and so many other series. So, how does this character differ from the roles that you've played before?
Yeah, I think one of the things that really differentiates him is I think most of the other roles I've done, even though they're very, beloved and popular,
Mhm. Mhm.
it was more of a secondary story to the actual, story that was brought to you. This is very much, um, he's one of the main storylines. This very much has a lot to do with his arc is very important, vital to the
Mhm.
story. And it's also, like I said, it's they give you a lot. He goes through a lot of obstacles that he has to get through the first season that I think are very honest and real, and people are going to be able to connect to it because there's addiction problems. There's
Mhm.
he just wants to be a good dad, and he gets a lot of a lot of obstacles in his way to kind of have to bob and weave around. So
Sure.
it's yeah, it was really fun to do.
Well, what do you hope audiences will take away from this project?
I hope they see themselves in it. To be first and foremost, I think there's some beautiful stories of there's this beautiful arc of the main family losing their mother to
Mhm.
cancer, and the kids having to deal with what that looks like in school, how how terrible bullying is, at
Uh,
school at that kind of age, and what it means to be able to have to withstand that and go to school every day and have to deal with these kids. And there's so many relatable stories. I just really hope that they can see themselves in so many of these characters. I'd be surprised if they can't, because that's the beauty of it. There's a little bit for everybody.
Good. And my last question, I have to ask you this because we are in the midst of
Oh,
Hispanic Heritage Month. So, I'm just curious. During this month, there's a spotlight on representation, right? So, how do you feel your work contributes to the visibility of Latino stories and voices in Hollywood?
yeah, I mean, I feel like everything I've done, my little moments of glory is I do try to champion and fight for every role that I've had, other than I believe no, what am I talking about? Jessica Jones as well. For sure.
Mhm.
Sorry, I can't even remember what happened yesterday. I try to really much champion and fight for just to bring my culture to the forefront of anything I do. Even with this role, it got to the place where they were calling me and they're like, "Should we add Spanish here?" Because we're a mixed family and our kids needed to know Spanish, so I added a lot of Spanish to lines that weren't written in Spanish. So like I try to really bring our culture to every role that I've done because I
Yeah.
think it's very important and real. We speak Spanglish as Latin American people and
Mhm.
families, so I try to bring a lot of that to it, so that's kind of something I've been very fortunate that the showrunners have allowed me to bring to the forefront. But yeah, just highlighting our culture to the forefront is has been like a very rewarding thing. So